How do you kill someone who has effectively captured a state? Well, the death of the infamous drug baron Nemesio Oseguera Cervantes, otherwise known as El Mencho, is the first major test of Mexico's new high-risk strategy against criminal warlords. The country is still absorbing the shock of his death. Roadblocks remain in place, attacks against civilians have continued, and foreign governments are warning their nationals to stay indoors. For years, El Mencho acted like the head of a parallel state rather than a fugitive with a $15 million bounty on his head. He ran the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, one of the most powerful criminal organizations in the Western Hemisphere, and he repeatedly outmaneuvered the authorities. In the end, it was actually something very human that brought him down: a personal relationship. Mexican officials confirmed that intelligence linked to a romantic partner led them to his hideout, triggering the air and land assault that killed him. Well, he's not the first high-value target to be caught out this way. Carlos the Jackal, who was once one of the world's most notorious terrorists of the 1970s and 80s, was brought to justice because of fractures within his inner circles. Even the most powerful, disciplined operators can't fully secure their emotional terrain. El Mencho's killing marks a major shift in Mexico's security doctrine. This wasn't a cautious containment effort or indeed a politically convenient arrest. It was, if anything, a deliberate high-risk elimination tactic supported by US intelligence. In other words, it was designed to decapitate a criminal organization that had grown into a de facto microstate. Well, the question now is what follows. The cartel he left behind is a federation of semi-autonomous cells, and without his personal authority is likely to fragment. Taking out the dominant figure doesn't end a cartel, it destabilises it, and in Mexico that raises the prospect of more violence. Still, El Mencho's death is a landmark moment for the authorities. For the first time in years, the Mexican government has demonstrated that even the most powerful criminal warlords are not beyond the reach of the law. Whether this becomes a new model or a one-off gamble will depend on what happens in the weeks ahead, as Mexico navigates the vacuum left by a man who once seemed impossible to reach. So, what do you think? Can the government use El Mencho's death to weaken the criminal barons for good? If you want analysis without the noise, then subscribe to this channel.